오늘 좋은 아침 3부 초대석에서는 캐럴튼 성영준 의원과 연방 하원 의원 베스 벤 다인과 함께하는 시간으로 꾸며보도록 하겠습니다. 이 자리에 두 분 모셨습니다. 안녕하세요. 웰컴.
안녕하세요.
Thank you very much.
네네. 사실은 굉장한 분이 저희 스튜디오에 와주신 건데 저희 아마 방송사 최초가 아닌가 미 연방 하원 의원을 모시고 이야기하는 게 그렇지 않은가요?
Yeah, because thank you so much to be here. The 24th District Congresswoman Beth Van Dyne 여기 오셔서 너무 감사합니다. So thank you so much. So it's an honor to have you. It's like you're the first one ever be a federal congresswoman be here, and specifically our district.
You're kidding. Wow, that is. I will tell you that is a tremendous honor to have me. Thank you very much. I am very. I'm very honored that you invited me to be the first. Thank you.
감사합니다.
Thanks so much.
네. 자, 그러면은 먼저 이제 어떤 분인가가 너무 궁금할 것 같아요. 우리 연방 하원 의원께서 본인 소개를 좀 직접 어떤 배경과 나는 누구다를 좀 이렇게 본인 소개를 해주셨으면 좋겠어요.
Again, it's so honored to have you, but we'd like to know you a little bit of a personal level, sort of. So would you tell us who you are a little bit, please?
Well, first off, I'm a mom, so that I think that always kind of helps us connect. We all have moms.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm a mom to a daughter and a son who have grown up in this area, gone to school here, have seen me from the time that I was on city council all the way back in 2004 to 2010, and then when I was mayor from 2011 to 2017. And look, I grew up in upstate New York in farm country. My dad was in the Air Force. Never went to the same school for more than 2 years at a time until college. So, but have moved all around. But I have a strong love for this country, definitely for this state and this community.
네.
그러니까 첫 번째 어머님이시라고 합니다.
근데 엄마처럼 안 보이세요.
Yeah. Well, you say your mom, but you don't look like mom.
네.
그런데 여기서 여기 그 시원을 먼저 월빙에서 6년 동안 그 시원을 하시고 또 시장도 2번 하셔가지고 2017년 하셨네. 그때 뉴욕에서 거기서 컸답니다. 거기서 그 아버님께서 공군이었는데 거의 이 나라 전화 돌아다니면서
그러다 보니까 이제 직업 특성상 네. 그렇게 보면은 어떻게 보면은 일찍부터 전 세계를 다니면서 어떤 각 나라마다의 어떤 정치적인 성향이나 세계관이나 그런 것들이 좀 많이 확장이 됐을 것 같다라는 생각이 들어요.
Well, I mean, as you follow your father as a U.S. Air Force, you went to different countries, so you have a broad understanding of international, you understand the knowledge base and the cultural basis.
Well, actually, no. We moved around, U.S.
Okay.
But I lived in New York, which sometimes does feel like a totally different country. And we lived in Minot, North Dakota, which was closer to Canada than most cities in the country. So I feel like I lived in different. I mean, you think about Minot, it's more probably like the weather in Siberia than definitely in Texas. But what I found is there are great people everywhere. You just have to make sure that you're visiting and spending the time to get to know them.
Yeah, absolutely. 아니 그러니까 뉴욕에 사고 노스코라도 있는데 그 돌아다녔는데 아버님이 그 공군이기 때문에 뭐 이 주를 다마다
미주 온 곳을 다 다녔던 거죠.
아무튼 여러 사람 좋은 사람들이 많고 알아보면 진짜 다 좋은 사람이 많습니다. 그 세계국으로 돌아다니처럼 사람들 틀리기 때문에
맞아요.
다양히 또 많고.
그러니까 여기 미국이 워낙에 이민 다 민족들이 사는 곳이다 보니까 다 각자 다른 나라를 다닌 것 같은 느낌이었다는 거죠.
예, 그렇습니다.
네, 그렇다면은요, 제가 듣기로는 여기 텍사스에서 어빙시의 시장으로 선출된 최초의 여성이었다고 제가 들었거든요. 그러면 어떤 것이 시장으로 이렇게 정치 분야에 뛰어들도록 이렇게 동기부여를 하게 됐는지, 어떤 면에서 정치에 관심을 갖게 됐는지 그런 것들이 진짜 궁금해요.
It's incredible. It's amazing that you are the first woman mayor in the city of Irving. And what brought you to that politics? How did that get to the politics in your blood and with such a...
Well, I'm not just the first. I'm the only mayor or female mayor that Irving's ever had. Which, and another thing is, I'm only the second Republican woman
really?
that Texas has had.
Wow.
has sent for a full 4-year term. I mean, or 2-year term. I mean, it's amazing that that we're at this day and age that we're still having those conversations. But I have run a race never based on identity politics. I have always said, vote for me because I'm the most prepared. I'm the most dedicated. I love our community. I have a vision that people want to get behind and help achieve. And and I have a proven track record of experience. And I've just never run as a female candidate or anything else having to do with identity, just as the best candidate.
That is awesome. That's the way it should be. But you have a biggest fan of here already. Now you gain the support of it.
Thank you.
아니 그러니까 그 얼빙에서
네.
제일 처음이랍니다.
그러니까 최초이고 only one인 거죠.
그리고
네.
공화당에서도 그 두 번째로 그 됐던 그 텍사스 역사죠.
네,
두
네.
번째로 공화당으로 시장이 된 건데.
네.
그런데 말씀하신 대로 the best candidates라는 원하죠. 그 여자도 아니고 공화도 아니고 당도 이것을 최대한 그 제대로 준비를 제대로 되고 하고 열심히 한다. 준비의 필승이라는 하는 캐디데이트
네.
돼가지고 그런 사람 뽑으면 최대하게 하셨다는 best candidate, right?
네. 아, 진짜 너무 멋지십니다. 그러면은 이제 또 아무래도 이 공화당에서 어떤 여성이 이렇게 시장으로 출마를 하고 되고 또 하원 의원이 된다는 것은 사실 굉장히 드문 일이잖아요. 말씀하신 것처럼. 그렇다면 이제 정치에 관심이 있는 그 미래, 넥스트 제너레이션들에 대해서 어떻게 이들이 바라보게 될까, 적용이 될까, 그런 것들이 굉장히 궁금해요.
Yeah. Well, it's incredible feat that from the mayor to U.S. Congress. It's awesome. What you've done. It sets a lot of pioneering stuff for the next generation, especially for women. That you set a great example for to the follow. So, help us understand as a woman. How did you able to do this? So someone can be a role model. How can someone be like you and help us? I'm sure it wasn't easy, but it was a great task to do something, this incredible feat.
I think we all have different experiences, and we all come from different places, and we all have things that are benefits, and also that can hold us back. My journey, was with as a mom. When I first ran for election, my kids were 2 and 5, and that was hard. But I think you could always talk yourself out of running. And I've told this to many women that I've tried to encourage to run. There's never a perfect time. There's never a perfect time.
Right.
But you have to believe in yourself. You have to prioritize it, and you have to make the time. When my children were younger and I was serving, I did feel real, guilt that I wasn't at all of their events.
I understand.
And I remember talking to some of my other moms that I'm friends with, and what I found is it is really important that you have a support base that you can go to and you can talk with. And they all said, look, we've got daughters and we love having you in this position because they look up to you and you live right here and they can talk to you and they can see what you're doing. So I think, looking at women definitely as people who can achieve. I mean, we all do. We run households, we have kids, we have great jobs. But realizing that giving back to the community is hard. You have to be able to take the blows that you're going to get, from your neighbors, from your colleagues, from the media.
Oh yeah.
And take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, you're having to cast those votes. You have to look at yourself in the mirror, and you have to look at your kids,
Yeah.
and realize that it's a lot of hard work, but it definitely pays off. One thing that I've told women over and over again is, don't second guess yourself. Have an understanding of why you believe what you believe, and have the courage to be able to defend it and fight for it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
멋지네요. 네.
Yes.
말씀해 주세요.
She said it was awesome as that was most awesome as. 그러니까 그 어머님이 돼서 애들이 2살, 5살 때 시작을 했었는데.
너무 어릴 때니까 굉장히 힘들었을 것 같아요.
예, 굉장히 힘들었지만 그 노력을 하셨다고 합니다. 항상 그리고 believe in yourself. 항상 자신을 믿고 믿고 그다음에 거기에서 협조하는 분들하고 같이 있어야 되는 거, 그 도움이 필요할 때도 있어야 되고. 그러니까 혼자 움직였을 때 힘들었지만 그러니까 그 노력을 해야 되고, 항상 이런 걸 하면은 어떻게 될까? 이것을 안 하면 어떻게 될까? 이런 게 두 가지 길을 가는 선택을 해야 되는데,
그렇죠.
하지만 그 항상 그 believe 믿고 항상 하면은 이게 가능성이 근데 경험은 다 사람마다 틀리지만 이것은 자기가 열심히 노력을 해가지고 도움이 있었기 때문에 이렇게 하고 그러니까 그 여자 특별히 여자 이 시대에 21st century 이 시대에 지금도 여자분이 첫 번째 일을 됐다 이거 됐다는 것은 진짜 그 믿어지지가 않지만 그래도 그게 이렇게 이런 얘기
늦은 감은 있지만 이제 시작인 거죠.
네, 그렇죠.
네. 아 그러면서 제가 지금 말씀하신 것 중에 굉장히 이렇게 감동이 오는 게 퍼펙트 타이밍이라는 건 없다. 나는 계속 러닝, 계속 달려갔다라는 그런 말씀을 하신 것 같아가지고 굉장히 이렇게 임프레시브 했다고 이렇게 말씀드리고 싶어요.
I want to tell you that you said there's no perfect timing for anything, but that really touched me because it is. You just have to do it and go for it.
그게 굉장히 중요한 것 같아요. 그러면 지금 살짝 사실 지금 말씀을 하셨지만 두 아이를 키우면서 이런 선거 일들을 하셨단 말이죠. 그러면은 어떻게 보면 이제 싱글맘으로서 어머니로서 가정생활과 지역사회를 위해서 일하는 시간에 이제 균형을 맞추는 게 사실은 굉장히 어려웠을 것 같아요. 사실 우리 커뮤니티에도 이 싱글맘들이 많은데 일과 가정 이 균형을 어떻게 이루면서 성공하면서 이렇게 할 수 있었는지 그 좀 노하우를 알고 싶어요.
Well, we have to hand it to you. As a single mother, that you have raising two wonderful kids and doing what you do, and the balance that it takes it's a lot of dedication, lot of hard work. And I know there's a lot of single moms out there listening. Also, reality there are other single mothers out there. So. You are inspiration to those people and more. And then how do you balance that act is incredible feat that you're doing. You're doing it every day.
Well, I appreciate that. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But I think what you do is you take the things that are most important to you in life and you put those first and you find time. You can't do everything. You are going to have to say no to things that you might want to do.
Yes.
But you can't because other things in your life are more important. And I've always prioritized spending time with my family, spending time with my kids, involving them in what I do, so they know exactly what I'm doing when I'm not with them. They know the fights and what I'm fighting for. They know the projects that I'm working on, and they understand the importance of what I do on a daily basis and how it affects not just them, but our community and our country. And I think having those conversations is really important, making sure that you have their support and that they know that you are supporting them and that at the end of the day, they come first. So I don't care what meeting I'm in. If my kids call, I will take it or I'll hand it to somebody to make sure that it's not important. But, we all have balances in our life that we have to do. I am very lucky that I've got my parents that live in my neighborhood.
Yes.
My ex-husband and I have a phenomenal relationship. We have been able to prioritize our children in our relationship even after the end of our marriage, which I think that hopefully that happens a lot more often than not. But our kids know that we love them and would do anything for them, and as a result, we've worked well together to make sure that happens.
That's great. 그러니까 여기서 보면은 같이 이거 일하고 애들 키우고 하는데 그렇지만 그 가족이 중요한 것을 알면서 항상 애들한테 그 커뮤니케이션을 해가지고 무슨 일을 하고 왜 이런 일을 하고 하는 것을 하는 커뮤니케이션 굉장히 중요하다고 합니다. 그리고 바쁘지만 항상 모든 거 다 yes 할 수도 없지만 노 할 때도 해야 하면서 그리고 무슨 일이 바쁘더라도 꼭 그 애들이 연락이 오면은 전화가 오면은 받든지 혹시 그 스태프면서 전화를 줘가지고 항상 그게 굉장히 중요하더라. 가족이 중요하다는 걸 하면서
가장 우선순위가 가족이었다.
그렇죠, 가정에서.
네네. 그렇게 하면서 또 옆에 또 부모님도 살고 계시고 그러니까 또 여러분이 또 이렇게 도와주실 수 있었다는 거겠죠.
그러니까 많이 도움이 되죠.
네네. 아 참. 참 좋은 것 같아요. 그러니까 우리가 어떨 때는 한국 정서로는 사실 부모가 하는 일을 애들은 몰라도 돼 이런 정서가 있는데 그렇지 않고 적극적으로 인볼브하게 한다는 게 굉장히 어떤 좀 약간 신선한 충격인 것 같아요.
I mean, culturally, the Korean culture, when the parents do something or mom or dad something, you don't necessarily let the kids know about it. But it's like it's a new thing. It's a refreshing that you say you let your kids involved and let them know everything what you're doing and have them understanding. And that's a great communication, and you have emphasized a family is very important, which is very, very beautiful.
I would take my kids when we were working at a park, for example, and I would take them to go visit the park and say, "This is something that we're building."
Oh.
You know, it's not just a bunch of old people on a dais talking, you know, but we're actually getting things done.
Right.
And so I would go and I would take them and I would show them what we're building, what is coming out of my time and how I'm spending my time. It's not just talking.
Yes.
And I think it's really important that when you are talking to younger folks who are not yet engaged in government or the political system, that you share with them why it's important that they get engaged and they know what's going on. And I think that starts at home.
Yes. yes. 그러니까 그 애들이 있으면은 또 공원이 그 한다면은 그 애들 공원을 데려가서요.
네, 네.
근데 우리 시에서 이런 것을 한다 또 보여주고 그 시청 가면 그 나이 드신 분들이 뭐 얘기만 하는 게 아니고 거기에 행동을 한다는 걸 보여주고
네, 네.
그다음에 이게 굉장히 중요한데 get them involved. 그 젊은 친구들도
네.
이것을 involve 시키고
그렇죠.
그 하면 얼마나 이게 좋을까요?
그러니까 노년에서부터 젊은 층까지 폭넓게 다 이렇게 포함해서 함께 운영되어지는
예.
그 정치를 꿈꾸시는 것 같아요.
그렇죠.
맞죠?
예, 예.
네네. 그렇다면은 이제 좀 더 이제 집중적으로 우리 하원 의원께서 하시는 일에 이렇게 좀 들어가 볼게요. 텍사스 24지 역구에 대한 간단한 소개를 해주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 사실 여기에는 한인 밀집 지역이 굉장히 많더라고요.
네.
해당 지구에 대해서 설명을 해주시고 또 그 해당 지역이 가지고 있는 문제와 향후 과제는 어떤 게 있는지 알고 싶어요.
Well, I mean, you're in Congresswoman District 24. So I know there are a lot other minorities out there. Also, especially there's a lot of Koreans who live in that district as well. So, tell us about where the boundaries, that 24 boundaries is, and the things you have accomplished, or things, the issues, the upcoming things you like to do things.
We actually, so the 24th district is, it's a space in between Dallas and Fort Worth. It includes a little bit of the west side of Dallas and a little bit of the east side of Fort Worth. And then places like South Lake, Colleyville, Grapevine, Hearst, Euless, Bedford, Carrollton, Addison, a little bit of Irving, Capel, goes up into Plano, a little bit of Keller. So it's a fairly big region, and the Dallas-Fort Worth airport is right in the middle of it. So when people around the world ask, where are you from? I'm like, if you have ever went to Dallas and you've flown into DFW, then you've been in the district. But I mean, it's an amazingly diverse district. You've got areas that are much more urban, and then you have more suburban areas. You've got Fortune 500 companies, but tens of thousands of small businesses. You have families from all around the globe, all around the country, that have chosen this area because they see the promise. They see the ability to have a high quality of life, you know, at a price they can afford. They see the opportunities of all of the businesses that have moved here, you know, that provide jobs that people can take care of their families. They feel secure. It's a great location to be able to travel, and we have prioritized the things that, you know, regardless of your background or where you come from, people want. And I look at those as safe neighborhoods, as jobs, communities, great schools. An opportunity to be able to move. Our transportation system is immense and very complicated, but you know, it's very efficient. And I think when you put all of that together in a community, there's something for everyone.
Yeah, we have a great transportation already. And you're in the transportation committee, right?
I am. I fought to get on that committee. I did. It was hard. It was the number one committee that the freshmen wanted to get on because we're trying to pass the transportation bill finally.
That's awesome. That's great. 그러니까 그 24 지역이 어디냐면 그 서쪽 달라스하고 동쪽 그 포워스하고 여기 에디슨, 캐롤턴, 플래노 그 유러스,
네.
그
카페, 뭐 플라워 마운드,
예, 그쪽으로 다 근데 굉장히
굉장히 커요.
굉장히 거기서 그 다양 그 다버시티 그 다양 인터내셔널 그 국제 그 시민들이 많이 왔습니다. 그
그렇죠.
한국 시민도 많이 살죠.
네네.
그런데 근데 거기서 굉장히 좋은 것은 여기서 아까 말씀하신 대로 하이 퀄리티 라이프 여기서
네.
하이 퀄리티 라이프를 살 수 있는 게
네네.
그 잡도 좋죠, 학교도 좋죠.
네.
그리고 여기서 Fortune 500 회사들이 많이 있고.
그러니까 모든 기업들이 많이 몰리고 있어요.
예, 많이 모이고 있고 그래도 얼마나 집값도 좀 삽니까? 다른 큰
다른
도시보다
데 비해서.
다른 비해서 좀 많이
네.
올라갔지만
네네.
그러니까 그래서 이 지역이 좋고
그리고 또 안전하고. 네네. 그러기 때문에 뭐 또 교통도 좋고요.
교통도 너무
네네.
좋고, 예.
그런 이제 것들이 있는데 자 그러면 이렇게 좋은 지구를 맡아서 이제 운영을 하실 텐데 미국 하원 의원의 1년 프레시맨 이어를 보내시고 계신단 말이죠. 어떤 활동을 하고 계시고 또 이제 이 24지구를 위해서 어떻게 또 이렇게 역할을 하실 건지 궁금해요.
Well, yeah, so you have one of the best districts in the country, right?
The best.
The best.
The best district in the country. Yes.
Yes. So, and as a first year, that how was your first year, and then what do you like to do? You got an upcoming election next year.
It's always an upcoming election, right? How has the first year been? I'm going to tell you, it has been unique. It has been very different, I believe, than any other freshman class we have had. It's been eventful. You think about coming in the midst of COVID.
Yes.
And all of the policies and procedures that they had to keep us away from one another. Getting to know a brand new class of amazing freshmen, amazing freshman women, amazing diversity in the freshman class.
Yes.
But everybody had masks on and we were physically separated.
No.
We didn't have a large event. So that was different. The way that the House floor is run right now due to COVID is much different. Again, separating people out, the timing of votes. They're not having people come into the Capitol. So normally where your office would be packed with people from your district who get to visit with you, that wasn't being allowed.
Right.
And then you had things like the January 6th incident and the massive amounts of partisanship to a mentality that's almost tribal.
Yes.
It's been very eye-opening, distressing at times. But I also look at, this is an opportunity.
Yes.
We can be better. We need to be better. What I have focused on is my district. Talking to people, having roundtable discussions, going out with business tours, meeting as many people, getting as much input as possible. I believe it's impossible to represent without listening.
Yes.
And that means not staying in D.C. I'm in D.C. when I have votes, and when I'm not, I'm home. And I'm meeting with people here. This is my first year as a freshman. I was mayor of Irving, and I had an opportunity like no other to be able to work regionally, which includes all of the cities that I represent now, having worked with their elected officials on priorities that they have and how to do it in a regional basis. So I believe I was already, a step ahead of most of us that get elected to this position. But you're never done learning and you're never done listening.
Right.
And our changes, our needs change. And I need to make sure that I'm constantly here and have an open ear. But our district office has been really busy with casework, reaching out to schools. We've had healthcare roundtables, law enforcement roundtables, small business roundtables, you name it. And that's how I'm trying to represent.
No, I see your visibility. I met you in some of the events, and I saw you being active, and I saw you listening. It's comforting that our Congresswoman doing such a great job, and I was impressed. I became your fan.
Thank you. That is no small feat. Thank you.
네, 말씀해 주시죠.
그러니까 그 첫 번째 경험 1년 그 프레시맨 경험을 했다면 굉장히 유니크하다고 합니다.
네,
근데
네.
코비드
특별한 상황이었죠.
특별히 상황을 가지고 거기에서도 거기 그 연방 그 캡으로 그 와싱턴에 가서도 한 번은 서로 떨어져 가지고
네,
만나지도
네.
못하고 그 마스크 쓰고 다니고 하면서 얘기도 제대로 못 하고 보통 보면은 뭐 줌으로 일을
그렇죠.
한 거,
거의.
얘기를 거의 했죠. 근데 거기서 그렇게 하면서도 그 도전이 했지만 그런 데서 그런 데서 기회가 나타난다. 그래서 이제 이게 코비드 좀 했는데 지금 항상 listening 듣는 건 먼저 하고 그 사람들에서 이분께서 그 얼빙 시장에서 했을 때 그런
네.
일을 하지만 그 원안이 도시였지만 지금
네.
원방으로
훨씬 더 커졌죠.
훨씬 더 커졌지만 그래서 보시면 저 개인적으로도 봤습니다. 행동하시고 항상 거기서 병원도 그 헬스
그러니까 굉장히 바쁜 일정을 지금 소화하고 계신 것 같아요. 네네.
하고 만나서 하고 듣고 아무튼 그 최대한 노력을 하는 걸 봤습니다.
그러니까 이렇게 오피스 의자에 앉아 있는 것이 아니라
예.
행동하면서 직접 퍼슨 투 퍼슨으로 만나면서 이야기 듣는
예.
리스너, 굿 리스너가 되고
예.
싶으신 거잖아요. 그죠?
예.
네네. 진짜 대단하신 것 같아요. 그런 열정이.
그래서
네.
you have the passion to serve the community. We appreciate you. We thank you.
Thank you.
그런데 이제 이런 거 중에서도 저는 한국 사람이다 보니까 이런 욕심이 살짝 생기는데 이제 사실은 얼빙이나 24지구에 이제 한국 분들이 굉장히 많이 살고 계시다고 아까 말씀하셨잖아요. 비즈니스도 많이 운영하고요.
예.
그러면은 어빙 시장에서의 그 경험은 현재 이제 하원과 또 입법부에서 어떤 영향을 미치는지.
예.
그러니까 아무래도 시장으로 여러 일선에서 일들을 하시다 보니까 좀 더 어떤 직접적인 도움이 될 만한 것들을 이렇게 좀 건의하시기도 할 수 있는 건지
예.
그런 것들이 좀 궁금하거든요. 그래서 이제 우리 한국인들이 살고 있는 이 비즈니스를 운영하는 데 있어서 어떤 입법적으로 뭔가 좀 더 도움이 될 만한 그러니까 마이너리티를 위한
예.
그런 것들에 좀 어떤 활동을 좀 하실 의향이 있으신 건지 하시고 있는지.
Well, since I know you serve everyone in our community, but specifically since we're a Korean radio station, let's kind of specifically target the Korean community. We have many Korean residents and Korean businesses in your district, 24 district. So how can they engage and how can you influence or help them or help you? Is there a way that you could, I don't know. It's kind of broad, but kind of engage.
No. I mean, I would say engage. Definitely engage. If there are businesses that you want us to come visit, if there are roundtables that we could have with the community, we are all about that. We are all about coming out and meeting with people and giving them an opportunity to ask questions and tell us what we should be working on. What do they want in a Congress member? You know, what are they hoping that the government can solve? And I'll tell you, after talking to tens of thousands of people, they just want us out of the way,
Yeah.
right? I mean, right now, as we're trying to open up businesses again,
Yes.
and there's a number, I mean, just where in this area that we're at here, there's a number of small businesses that are owned by Koreans.
Yes.
And, you know, they'll tell you that the last year, this pandemic has just wreaked havoc on their lives, on their businesses, on their ability to be able to provide for their families, and looking at their long-term ability to have generational wealth. And that's something that we are fighting for every day.
Yeah.
You know, we're fighting to have accountability in the government. When I was mayor, when I worked with the Economic Development Council for Texas, it was all about having those positive relationships that the business community wants to move in. And, you know, we also have issues going down on our border with immigration. And unfortunately, what we're seeing at the border is it is a humanitarian crisis.
Right.
What's happening to those people down there is nothing short of horrific. But it's also affecting our immigration system across the country and our ability to be able to have folks coming around from around the world that are coming here looking for work visas, coming here looking to be with family. And we are clogging those systems as well because of what we see at our southern border. And, you know, we owe it to those people to make sure that, and we owe it to our citizens to make sure that we have a immigration system that makes sense, that can get us the work, you know, the work environment that we need, but also that protects us. And I think, you know, as far as engaging, come let us know what you want. We have contacted all of our chambers of commerce and we said what businesses want us to come out and talk to them.
Yeah.
Again, we've had roundtables. We're going to be having town halls. We had a teletown hall just this last week.
Yeah.
I think over 60,000 people were invited to participate in that, and we'll be doing more of those. But come to our office.
Yes.
We've got lots of programs where we're getting involved in our schools as well.
Yeah.
You know, we have lots of opportunities for young kids. Well, not young kids, but young people. High school students and college students to have internships in our office to see
Yeah.
what we do every day.
Yeah.
We'd love to have their participation.
So you have an upcoming event on July 16th?
July 15th. We
15th.
do. We do. Thank you for bringing that up. We, after talking to businesses, after talking to, communities and realizing how hard it has been over the last year,
Right.
there are thousands and thousands of job opportunities available in North Texas.
Mm-hmm.
We have got hundreds of businesses that are hiring, and those are entry level to executive level businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And we just need to connect the two. We need to connect those people that are looking for their next challenge to jobs that are opening. So we're having a job fair. That will be on July 15th at the Irving Convention Center.
Mm-hmm.
It is from 1 to 6.
1 to 6.
Come out. Come give us a resume, interview, and hopefully you'll be able to see your next job opportunity. But one of the reasons why this is so unique,
Right.
we have opened this up to all of the cities, all of our elected officials. So it is a bipartisan affair. There's nothing political about this
It
at
is.
all. This is practical. Come and get your next opportunity. This is all about empowering
It is.
North Texans with opportunities.
No, I love that because I received that email from your staff, from as a Carrollton City Council. It's a beautiful thing you're doing. It's not, like you say, it's not bipartisan. It's about what's right for the people. That you're serving the all people across the board. So thank you for doing this job fair.
네.
야, 그러니까 그 보면은 또 많은 얘기를 하셨는데요. 그러니까
네.
여기서 보면은 그러니까 한인들이 많이 있지만 여기서 특별히 하는 것보다 지금 사업들이 굉장히 지장이 많이 있었잖아요.
네네.
그런데 그 코비드 때는 지장이 많이 있었는데 그걸 위해서 열심히 또 노력을 해가지고
네.
이것을 어떻게 도와줄 수 있는지 이것은 상관이 없이 공화된 민은 상관이 없이 합니다. 그래서 보통 보면 또 아까 이민국도 얘기했지만 이민
네.
얘기도 얘기했는데 이민국에서 아무튼 불법으로 들어오는 사고 합법으로 들어오는 사고 합법 일을 하는 것도 그것도 잘 생각을 해봐서 common sense common sense라 생각을 해가지고 그 이민법도 잘
네네.
해야 된다는 말씀을 하셨고
네.
그다음에 이번에 그 7월 15일 날 그 잡페어 얼빈 컨벤션
그러니까 직업 박람회죠.
그게 있습니다.
네,
있어가지고
네.
했는데 거기서 1시에서 6시 하는데 보면은 이것은 이분께서 이것을 만든 큰 많은 회사를 초대를 해가지고 레즈메리 인력서를 가지고 와서
네.
시작하는 것보다 executive position서부터 다 오픈이 돼 있습니다.
네, 네.
그래서 이걸 엄청 노력합니다.
그러니까 좀 많이 이용을 하라는 얘기죠. 이런 어퍼튜너티를 기회를 줬으니까. 그리고
네.
아까 말씀하시는데 언제든지 이제 와서 얘기를 하면 들을 의향이 있고
예.
또 이렇게 하면은 우리 한인분들 많이 사시고 요새는 영어들도 잘하시니까
예.
많이 가서 건의하시고 그러면 또 좋아질 것 같아요.
예, 그리고 거기서 그 관심 있으면 인턴도 하시라고 하는 겁니다.
네네.
I do want to add, though,
Yes.
for the website, if people want more information about the job fair,
Yes.
to come visit us at myntxjob.com.
네.
myntxjob.com
NorthTexasJob.com.
네.
myntxjob.com.
ntxjob.com을 가서
네, 네.
찾으 바랍니다.
네. 그러면 이제 시간이 다 되어서요. 이제 마지막으로 이제 중간 선거가 임박했잖아요.
네.
근데 이제 뭐 그런 것들도 있으면서 우리 연방 하원 의원께서 이제 마지막으로 우리 한인 커뮤니티에 인사하시면서 어떻게 좀 이 지역을 위해서 더 열심히 하겠다는 PR 한번 딱 하시면서 인사 나눠주시면 좋을 것 같아요.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I know that you have a time constraint here, but we appreciate you everything you do. But please, so you got an upcoming election coming up, and you have every day you say it's every day's election. So help us help you. what would you say to our audience and Korean community here?
I would say it has been an honor and a privilege representing this area since 2004, the last 17 years. And I definitely look forward to many more years seeing the progress that we have made, not just in certain cities, but in the entire state, the entire North Texas area.
Yeah.
And it has been an honor. We have a very diverse population.
Yes.
Being able to be a voice for those people, I have always focused. Since I ran, I said my job is to represent Texas 24 in D.C.
Yeah.
It's not about representing D.C. in Texas 24. We'll continue to prioritize this area,
Yeah.
but I can only do that if I'm hearing from the
Yeah.
people who are here what their needs are, what their priorities are. So as much as I want to be able to represent, I also need to make sure that the folks are engaged.
Yes.
So I encourage you to, if you have questions at all, feel free to contact my office. And I hope you guys put the number and address out. We are up in Cypress Waters is our district office.
Yeah.
Or you can look us up online for our district office. If you're coming to D.C.,
Yeah.
come visit me. But it is a humbling experience representing so many phenomenal people, and I hope I can do it for many more
Yes,
years.
I'm going to Washington D.C. visit you some.
Sounds
예,
great.
그러니까 이제 아까 너무 감사하고
네,
영광스럽게
네.
여기 와셔서 찾아서 너무너무 감사하고요. 그런데 항상 engage 하고 자기 사무실 되시고 앞서서 또 연락하면은
네,
누구
네.
그 워싱턴 D.C.에서도 오면은 방문하시라고 합니다. 근데
네.
여기서 24구역을 represent은 하지 DC를 가서 근데 DC에서 여기 와서 represent 하는 거 아닙니다.
그러니까 나는 여기 사람이다.
여기 사람이다.
그렇죠.
네, 맞습니다.
네. 그러니까 우리를 대표해서 열심히 일하실 거라는 다짐을 한 번 더 하신 것 같아요. 오늘
예.
이렇게 귀한 자리 와주셔서 너무너무 감사를 드립니다. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
your precious time. Thank you so much again.
And I
It's an
look
honor
forward
to
to
have
seeing
you.
you all soon.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you so much.